Man Minutes. Ka-chow! Welcome to the program today. We're going to have some fun today. I know I say this all the time, but I guarantee you when you watch this video, you're going to think it's somebody that you know and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, that is totally them. And I think you should tag them in the comments and be like, hey, don't we know somebody just like that? I can't wait to share this with you. As a matter of fact, I can't wait and I don't have to. So here we come with it in 3, 2, fun. Whoa! What are you doing?
Scaling the profile pic.
Well, I could use an extra man on that big project.
It's going to take some time.
I know you said you've been short.
I got to edit a BMW in the background, man.
Okay.
A Man a Minute with Daniel Earl. One person pretends to be rich yet has nothing. Another pretends to be poor yet has great wealth. Proverbs 13:7.
We've probably all heard the advice at some point, fake it till you make it. Better said, face it until you make it. Yes, we may have dreams, goals, and desires for a better future, but remember, the strongest foundation for a better future is a well-built today. Well. There are some things to consider there, aren't there? Let's have that verse again one more time for sake of context. One person pretends to be rich yet has nothing. Another pretends to be poor yet has great wealth. And I'm just going to tell you, one of the Bible characters who stands out strongest in my mind who reflected that exact attribute is none other than Jesus Christ himself. When we go over into the New Testament, there's a whole lot of time given to his incarnation and his role in what he chose. Christ, who being found in fashion as a man, took on himself the form of a servant and became obedient unto death, even the death of the cross. And that's a quick summation, but we certainly know Jesus said, I came not to be served, but to serve and to give my life a ransom for many. What does this have to do with our passage today of a person putting on pretense and a person putting on humility? Well, don't we all know some people like that who their profile, their picture, and their stats and the things that are recorded there may not exactly match the reality of their life. And boy, social media is so big about that. I saw a Christmas card going around not too long ago. I really enjoyed it. It was a before and after, right? So on one side of the Christmas card, it had that family photo that's all perfect and they're all, dressed in the same sweaters and the scene is set perfectly. You flip it over and it says, 5 minutes before, and, it's chaos and mom's trying to put this up and dad's messing with the camera. And I thought that is perfect right there. The chaos we go through to be able to take a quick, and I've found anymore, that I actually, what I do is I shoot video, and then you pull out like the perfect frame out of the video you shoot, because what's the point of even trying to get, and sometimes you don't even get a clean frame. It's just, the whole thing's a mess. But the persona that we put on in front of other people, we want people to regard us well. And sure, we should want people to regard us well. But what does it say when we value the dollar over the person? And I think that says a whole lot. And here's the thing. I think it starts internally. I think that the more biased you are towards people of wealth and affluence in any direction, the more prone you may be to try to put that on and try to make yourself great. If a person is having trouble truly identifying self-worth, and the disciples struggled with that, obviously, a couple of them came to Jesus and they said, Master, let us be like the top guys. And Jesus said, hey, whoever's going to be the greatest among you is going to have to be your servant. And some of us like to think of that as a little bit of hyperbole. Maybe Jesus didn't actually mean that we have to serve others in order to be great. I think that this is one of those that Jesus was like speaking directly on point. To give you a case in point, let's take someone like Bill Gates. Okay, Bill Gates, everybody knows, has a lot of money, right? Well, has he served the people? I mean, by developing a product that literally has changed the face of the entire globe, was that a service to humanity? Well, arguably, you can say, well, it may have been a disservice to humanity, but nonetheless, it was providing a service to all of humanity, and he's rewarded accordingly. Now, some people may say, well, that's still too much for anybody, but I mean, it was a significant contribution, so therefore, it came with a significant reward. So that's just a way of thinking about what does it truly mean to be a servant leader. And if you're going to be a servant leader, that has an intrinsic value to it. And sometimes there's a dollar sign that comes with that, and sometimes there's not. I mean, there is no treasure in the universe that could have in any way been valuable enough to repay Christ, outside of the fact that he redeems us. And I still don't get that. I still question whether or not he got a good deal in that trade, because I've met most of us. And, but for what he traded, for what he got. But when we think about intrinsic self-worth, is good worth something in and of itself, or do we have to have a dollar sign there in order to make ourselves feel valued? Well, I'm going to recommend to you that we follow the example of Christ, and we take the advice, and we humble ourselves, and by humbling ourselves, we can then demonstrate for others what has true significant intrinsic value. Dollar sign may go up and down, but the value of the person, the value of who we are, what we do, and what we believe, I think will always significantly outweigh anything that we can put on the externals, whether it's a photo, whether it's a possession, no matter what it is. So, my challenge, get up and face it. Get up and face each day with the idea that you're going to be a contributor, that you're going to be a producer, that you're going to give to your environment around you. So look forward to seeing you tomorrow for another episode of Man of Minutes. Until then, remember to be good, have fun, and do it in that order.